Hey, what's up, Nix? Okay, that's correct. That is weird. Okay, thought so. Look at the date. Do you see the date? What did you notice about it? What did you notice about it? May 7th. No, I thought it said July 7th. No, have you now you have me second guessing it. I thought it said July 7th. It is May. Um That must be the in-game calendar. Okay. That must be the in-game calendar. Yeah, stupid thing muted me again. I was like, man, they're like 2 days off. You're right, it is May. So they're like 2 months and 2 days off. So that must be the in-game. It must be in-game timer or date. Because I was so confused by that. It could be. It could be the day and then the month. So if that's the case, then that's correct. That must be what it is. Because this would be July 1st, and this would be the 5th. So I think they are using the day, month, year. That makes sense. Okay, you figured it out. I don't know. I never noticed that until just now. And I was just going, that is weird. Today is not the 7th. And then you're like, it's May. And I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. It must be day, month, year. So they have it all screwy on in my opinion. So they doing like the European date thing. Which I hate already. Okay, you want to know something that's weird? I figured this out today. I want to see if you know, because I don't know. All right. Are you ready for this? Get a piece of paper Get ready, because this is going to blow your mind. And I don't know why this is. I want to see if you know. Because maybe you do know. Are you ready? It'll be really simple. Okay? Oh, wait. Are you ready? You got a pencil? Okay. So I was doing box office today. Movies. And this works seems like with any number, but we're just gonna simplify it just to make it easy. Instead of using like really obscure big numbers, okay? So, domestic box office. Usually the contracts are 50%. So everything that domestic gets is 50%. Split between box office and the studio. All right? International is usually a 30% split between box office and the studio. Are you with me so far? Pretty straightforward, right? Okay, so take 100. We're just going to use 100. Let's say that a movie made $100 at the domestic box office. So you take 50% of that. Okay, so you get a $50 split. $50 to the studio, $50 to the box office. All right, are you with me so far? Should be pretty simple. Okay, 30% is international, right? So let's say the international, they made $200. So you take 30% of 200 and you get 60. All right, you with me so far? So 50 plus 60 equals 110. Okay. So we had $300 total. Now this is where it gets tricky and I don't understand it. So 300 total. We got $110 total to the studio. You can check it if you want. Make sure the math is right. I'm confident in believing that it is. It should add up, right? 50% of 100 is 50. 30% of 200 is 60. Should be 60, right? So you got 50 plus 60 is equals 110 total. Yeah, 30% of 200 is 60. 30% of 100 is 30. 30% of 200 is 60. Okay, so you have 110. So out of $300 total, the studio would have made $110, right? So the total amount that that film would have made would be $300, right? So it did 100 domestic, 200 international for a total of 300. The studio brought in $110 out of that 300. Okay, you with me so far? Should add up. Because that's not even the tricky part yet. This is the part I can't figure out. And this is where I need help. The skin burster. Well, that sounds awesome. Absolutely not. What do you mean absolutely not? Okay. Well, this is the part I need help with. So 50% of $100 is $50. We can agree on that, right? That should be pretty basic. 100 times 0.50 equals 50. Okay. Now take 200 times 0.30 equals 60. So the $100 is domestic, the $200 is international, which means the total the studio gets is 110 bucks. Okay. So, I was thinking, wouldn't it be easier just to take the total amount, like the $300, and just do the average percentage, right? So you would take 50% plus 30%, which equals 80%, and then you divide that by 2, so the average would be 40%. Now this is where it gets crazy, okay? So on your calculator, take $300 and times it by 40%. And what do you get?
The thunder bids the setting sun a fond farewell.
Don't do it.
It's telling me don't do it. Are you still with me? Or did your brain freeze?
Heat pulses out of the astral prism as it begins to flower. Your mind burns hot with excitement.
Yeah, because that's the average. 50 plus 30 is 80. Divided by 2 is 40, so that's the average. So it's the same percentage. But what do you get? You should get the same number, right? 110. But what do you get?
Quite a sight. Though I'm not quite sure what sight exactly.
Correct, 120. But we just agreed that 110 should be the correct number. No, that's right. The first time we got 50 and 60, right? So we got $50 and $60, which is 110. If we take the average of the percentages that we used, 50 and 30 is 80, divided by 2, we get 40%. So we averaged the percentages. Okay, so we should just be able to use 40% on the total and get 110. But we don't. We get 120. Why is that? And you know what's really weird? The actual percentage that you need to use is like 37% and some change. So why is 37% the correct number and not 40? I have no idea why that is. It blows my mind. It makes no sense to me. Why there's a 3% difference. Why is that?
Whatever it is, save it for now.
Now, if you do 37% of 300, what do you get? Okay, take 37% of 300, and what do you get? Yeah, you get 111, which is really close to 110, isn't it? So that's what I'm saying. It's like 37 and some change, or it's around 37%. Might be 36% and some change. So 110 is the original number. Okay? So we did the math. 50% of 100, you get 50. 30% of 200, you get 60. That's 110. Okay? But if you do the percentages, 50 plus 30 equals 80. Divided by 2 gets you 40%. So you do 40% of 300, it's 120. It's not 110. It's actually like closer to 37%. It's not closer to 40, it's closer to 37. I don't understand why. I just thought it would be easier. Instead of figuring and, having to use 50% and 30%, I could just use 40% and find the correct amount. But it's not correct. It's off. It's off by like 3%. And I don't know why. Should be the same. I'm not sure there is a solution. I'm just wanting to know why that is. Why is there a 3% difference on the average? It shouldn't matter. Okay. You can even do it this way. Take like 200 and 300. Okay? So now you've got $100 for domestic. Okay? And $90 for international. So you got $190 now. All right? So it's the same 40%. Now you got $500. Okay, $500 times 40% is 200. Not 190. But yet the average is still the same. 50% plus 30% divided by 2 is 40%. So you're averaging 40%. So why is the average of the total, it's different than if you do it the other way? 50% of one, 30% of the other. Why is it different? See what I'm saying? It should be the same. Like, you should get like 190 off that. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Are you just as confused as I am? Isn't that crazy? It's always like 3% off. I don't know why. It makes no sense to me. So even if you reverse it, so if you get 30% of 100, that'd be 30. And then 50% of 200, that would be 100. So you'd be at 130. And then you need what? 40% would be 120. So I think that's where, okay, I think that's where the difference is then. It's how much you're getting percentage-wise depends on, you're getting a lot more chunk from one than the other. So I think the value determines why that is, why it changes the average. So it's a lot more complex than what I imagined. And that's why they don't just average the total. So I think I understand why they don't do it, but it's still really weird. Yeah, so let's say if like the percentages were reversed. So you get 30% on the first and 50% on the second. So you would get 30 plus 100, so that'd be 130. And then you got 300 times the same 40%. Now it's only 120. So now the 40% average is less than what you get, not more than. Okay. So yeah, it has to be with, it depends on which one gets the chunk of percentage. That's why they do that. I think I figured out why they don't do it, okay? But I don't know why it would make that much of a difference. I don't understand why it would matter. But that is quite confusing. So, at least I figured out why they don't do it.
So you came, in spite of all my warnings. Disappointing. Come, we will talk in private. Just the two of us. I may have made a mistake trusting you. I told you to stay away from the Githyanki. But you just couldn't help yourself. Could you?
Oh, who's this guy?
And now, you've come here to murder me. I told you I stole the artifact from someone. Well, I stole it from Vlaakith. Since then, she has become desperate. Vlaakith wants me dead because I know her secret. It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule.
Oh.
The end of her.
Well, we're not going for
is how I've
her.
been protecting you from the Absolute. I can hear your thoughts. You think I'm lying. Vlaakith warned you that I would try to deceive you, but consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom.
Yeah, I'm not gonna...
I'm on
dude,
your side.
that's
I
the
have been since the
Lich
very
Queen.
beginning.
Why does he even think that I'm gonna kill him?
It seems I was right to put my faith in you after all.
I'm not gonna trust that wicked witch. Are
Vlaakith
you
will be
kidding me?
furious. She fears nothing more than the loss of her empire. The knowledge I have of her deception will bring that about.
Yeah, that's the dude that we created in the very beginning.
Vlakith is lying to the Githyanki. They believe she knows how their beloved mother Gith defeated the Mind Flayer Empire, but she does not. If the Illithids would ever rise to power again, she would be incapable of stopping them. And if her people found out about her impotence, there would be mutiny, revolution, the end of her rule. But that very power, the power to resist Illithid control, which Vlakith only pretends to know, is how I've been protecting you. I suppose she hoped to extract it from my corpse. Since you spared me that fate, she will come for you. A logical question, but you're not ready for the answer. I have delayed long enough. The next attack is overdue, and I can't risk you being caught in the middle of it. I need you out there, searching for the Absolute. You are on the right path, to Moonrise Towers. Return to it. I hope you are ready to face Vlakith's wrath. The entire Kresh stands ready to kill you in her name. Good luck.
But we already killed
What
it.
happened in there?
We already killed it. Killed the whole city. Oh, so anyways, have you ever figured out box office totals before? You seemed a little bit in the dark. This looks like... This looks like somebody's arm. There's like a hand over there. It's like a crown. It's some dude's head with a crown on it. Oh, there's another arm. What is this place? Okay, so yeah, when you see like box office numbers for movies, you know, you'll see like, I don't know, Jurassic World Rebirth made $80 million at the box office. I'm sure you've seen those before.
I'm glad you came to your senses. Now leave, before the others come for us.
Okay. Well, domestic, they only get about 50% of that. So they don't really make the full 80 million. So that's why you need the 50%. And then international, they'll tell you like some other number, right? Like made $200 million internationally. Well, the studio only makes 30% of that. So that's where the numbers come from, the 50 and the 30. I figured you could just do an average of 40% and the numbers should add up. But they don't. They should, but they don't. So, anyways. guess you've never seen that before at all, huh? So none of that makes sense to you. You've never heard how any films have done in the box office at all. Do you even know what a box office is? Maybe we should just start with that. Okay. That's the amount of money that a movie makes in theaters. That's what a box office is. Well, in I think it was 1938. Maybe it was 1948. I think it was 38. The federal government made it to where movie studios could not own their own box office. They considered it a monopoly. So prior to that, you would have, let's say, Walt Disney Studios Pictures in a Walt Disney box office theater. So Disney would make all of the money from the ticket sales at the theater. The government said that that's a monopoly, so they split the theaters from the movie studios. So movie studios can't own theaters. It's against the law. So in doing so, you have a movie theater that is separate from the studio. And they split the tickets. Usually it's 50-50, but each movie has their own deal. But on average, it's 50%. So for everything that's made at the box office, movie studio only makes half of that. Hence the 50% for domestic. International, they make less. And usually that's because of localization. The studio has to spend money on translating the film into like 17 different languages.
Thank you so much. Do be sure to pop into the lodge should you ever visit Baldur's
So,
Gate.
when you hear a movie that's made, I don't know, let's say 100 million at the box office, the movie studio only makes about 50% of that. So then you determine how much money it made in the box office run to determine if it actually was a success or not. You with me so far? It's really fun, actually.
I should hope so.
I've been doing it
When
for like
adventure calls,
almost
I am
30
always
years.
thoroughly prepared. Take a look.
But a lot of people think that whatever movie's at the box office is whatever the actual studio makes, and that's not true. So anyways, there's a long history of it. And it's just really funny to me how recently they've been really trying to make these films a lot more successful than what they really are. Like the one I was looking at was the Jurassic World Rebirth. That's what I was looking at. And they have the audacity to write that that movie is doing better than any of the other Jurassic Park films. And I was just laughing about that because they don't even adjust for inflation. So they were saying that this movie is going to make more than Jurassic Park did on its opening. Jurassic Park made 50 million, and this movie's predicted to make over 127 in 5 days, 80 million in 3. But they're not adjusting for inflation. So without the adjustment for inflation, it's way worse. So yeah, because Jurassic Park made $900 million in theaters in 1993, which is the equivalent of $2.2 billion today. So Jurassic World Rebirth would have to make $2.2 billion. $2.2 billion to break even with Jurassic Park. Quite a difference. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. She only has 700 here. I didn't realize that. There. That's pretty close. You're not having fun? Why aren't you not having fun?
Now, I believe you have places to be.
What the hell? Why am I so heavy? Oh, all of these. That's better. I think I should probably just start selling those things. Welcome back. So why aren't you having fun? Just a moody. You're funny. I don't like math. I'm not having fun. Too much math. I always get a kick out of it. I've been watching box office numbers since probably 2001 or 2. Oh. Well, wait a minute. This leads here too? I didn't know that. All right. Well, we did everything here. We did everything there. I guess we're going to go and actually try to get to the tower now. It's like the witch in Dark Souls 3. Oh, are they lighting fireworks off again? Oh. Infernal Iron. Okay. Um, it's my little Tinkerbell ball.
Ring, ring! Oonta scooter! You look like you want to say the magic words, like they're right on the tip of your lips. I sure love it when they beg.
I guess that worked. I don't like that pixie. I really don't like that pixie. Because my crunchies gave you a heart attack, huh? I'm sorry. Didn't realize they were that loud. A hairball? A hairball? Oh, okay. Like, okay, never mind. Like from your comb, right? I'm just imagining you. It's like, what is that?
Looks
Oh,
like
it's
an
just
ambush.
my hairball. Yeah. Uh, okay. So from the comb. All right. Now I got you. Yes. Of course he missed. It looked like a spider crawling around. Oh, I hate that. You're like, I'm not going near that thing. There goes a few minutes of sleep. What happened?
I won't give in.
I won't give in. Oh wait, can I? Can I just do that? A verbal component. What is a verbal component? What the hell does that mean? got the measles. Oh, I thought somebody scared you again. You know what sucks? What really sucks is like when you're really tired and then that happens, and next thing you know, you're just like wide awake because it was such a shock to you, and then you can't get back to sleep or anything. Like it literally messes with your sleep. Let's see, there's 52. Got 3 of them over there. She needs help with those. Oh, wait. Do I get something that's AE? Polymorph. I'm wondering if I could actually use that. Let's see. It worked. Alright. That's fun. Finally, we get a fun spell. Of course they save. They always save. That's gonna hurt everything in that area. No. Let's see, this one. Yeah, that works. Oh, it broke polymorph? Well, that's stupid.
Shall we dance?
You gotta be kidding me. It didn't kill it.
Never a dull moment.
That uses a spell slot, though. It'd be neat if she had a cantrip that would just heal everybody. That never works. That might work. Oh, what do you know? They saved the piercing shot. How would I know that they would save the piercing shot? They always save. I really hate the saving throws in this game. It's getting old. It's getting old fast. Lightning charge. Yeah, buddy. I don't know. I haven't heard from him in a few days.
This feels good.
I don't think he's much into RPGs.
Still on my feet.
We got the measles. Ouch. Ouch. Lacerate. Miss. How the hell did I know he was gonna miss? They always miss.
No mercy.
They always miss. They always miss.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Miss. No, it actually hit him. Nice.
Be quick.
Hey, what's up, Bob? Nice. 16th birthday, eh?
No choice but to keep going.
Did you hear about that flood in Texas? It's the most horrific thing I've read about in a long time. I feel sorry for those parents. For those people, I should say. Good God. Sweet! I killed him. So they got 12 inches of rain. I don't know in how long. And they got a 26-foot increase in water in the river. And I think they said 45 minutes. And these girls were at a summer camp. Most of them were the ages between 8 and 10 years old. And it flooded. And they've already said that something like, I think 28 kids died. Something like 43 total deaths from the flood. It hit at like 4 a.m. when everybody was asleep. And, yeah, it just completely wrecked their camp. And most of them were there on like a church camp, you know, summer camp for the church. It just had this massive rain, and that's sad. Yeah, it's like outside of San Antonio, Texas. It's really sad. I was reading about it earlier. Dude, that would suck so bad. They found the body of one camp guy. He was trying to rescue children, and I guess he finally got swept away. Lost his footing, or, you know, whatever happened, but they found his body. But he died trying to save those little girls. Yeah, it's pretty awful. What a horrible... that just sucks. Yeah, it's just like, imagine going to like a you know, expecting a summer camp and everything sounds fun, and then that happens. It's like, ouch. Well, he was a camp, what do you call him? He was like one of the people that worked at the campsite. So he was there to, you know, like, make sure everything was running correctly. I forget what they call him, but he was a worker at the campsite. So I don't know if it would be awkward. You know, like, he just was straight up basically doing his job and trying to save children that were getting swept away. Oh, church camps? What? Yeah, I don't see why that would be awkward. They do it all the time. It's pretty popular. It's a pretty common thing. They have church camps all over the place. So yeah, I don't see why that would be awkward. They've been doing it for forever. For as long as I can remember. Okay, maybe I could... Yeah, there we go. That one's tough to get to. That's what my mother was saying. She said, I wonder who they pissed off. And then she goes in and she says, I wonder if there's any Southern Baptists that went there. And I just started laughing. I was like, oh my God.
Idol, really? Are you in need of a paperweight?
Hey, we gave you your... Ooh. Oh, when the wearer... Yeah, okay. Well, we got to give those to the paladin anyways. They're radiant.
No one back home will ever believe this.
So he does a lot of radiant stuff. And I think those would be better. I don't know what Radiant Orb does, though. Oh, wow. -1 to attack rolls. That's awesome. But don't worry. They'll save throw against it every time, so we'll never see it. Don't you worry.
All right. What now?
We will be screwed by the saves, so have no fear. You thought you were going to be able to see anything. Just know that you won't. Because the saving throws in this game suck. I was talking to a friend who's playing this also. Because I loaded it up today. And it literally like invited me into his party. So I was asking him where he was. I didn't want to just join his game out of nowhere. And anyways. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, saving throws. And I was telling him about the saving throws, and he was just kind of laughing because he noticed that it was really bad as well. And he's like, well, I just play a paladin, so it doesn't matter. And I started laughing. I was like, yeah, so do I. One of my guys is a paladin as well, and they're pretty awesome. So, yeah, it was pretty funny. He agrees that the saving throws are atrocious in this. So that's 2. My brother said he's never going to play it because it's 5th edition rule set. You're not sure you've heard of one. Ouch. I don't have any, that's why. I just have people that randomly harass me. There's no such thing as friends, just random harassers.
There was a battle here once. A large one.
We're beating up fireworks. Did you go outside with your shovel and beat the tar out of those fireworks again? Oh my god, we used to do that. You have no idea.
Fallen druids of the Emerald Enclave. They died trying to stop Catherick Thorn long ago.
And she won't loot it.
Fallen druids of the Emerald Enclave. They died trying to stop Catherick Thorn long ago.
Ugh. I'm starting to yawn a little bit. Oh, little Saturn missiles, man. We used to light those things off. Those were awesome. There used to be a firework called a star ball. And those things were awesome. Okay, what the hell was that I picked up? Okay. I have a ton of backpacks. That's weird. I didn't give it to him, did I? Alright. Oh, I bet you... Never mind. I bet you it's in my alchemy pouch. Yep. Okay. God. Sometimes I swear. Yeah, star balls were cool. They were like a little. They almost looked like a pool ball, like a billiards ball. They're a little smaller though, and usually they were blue. It came in like a cardboard box. And when you lit them, they would start to spin around in a circle.
Dark justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Ketheric Thorn.
And then they would spin faster and faster and faster. And then launch up in the air about 30 feet.
The dead of the Emerald Enclave.
They were so
They
cool.
lay here ever since their war against Ketheric Thorn.
But then, I don't know about 2006, 2007. My state changed the laws, and these municipalities were allowed to ban a lot of stuff that went into the air like that, and it was a sad day. I haven't really done fireworks since, because all the fun stuff is now illegal. They always gotta take everything fun away. So and it's a waste of money, man. They have, you can easily burn like $200-300. I used to buy like big old bricks of black cats. I used to love fireworks. Just sit there all day.
Crates and caravans. The town toll house, surely.
Light those suckers off all day. It was fun.
Left their valuables behind.
Oh dear. Maybe we should save it. But yeah, I used to love fireworks. I used to keep the like the decorations, the packaging. And some of them are actually quite unique. And somewhere I had it's like a folder just full of all the different ones that I had throughout the years. I don't know whatever happened to that, but I kind of lost it. I hadn't upkeeped it in a long time, but yeah, I still throw them in a folder. It was kind of fun just seeing all the different ones that they've had throughout the years.
The dead of the Emerald Enclave. They lay here ever since their war against Ketheric Thorn.
All right, well, let's see what's going on in here. Seems pretty dark. I hear people yelling. What the hell? Visage of obedience? I doubt that thing's gonna be friendly. Guess it is.
Report to the tollmaster. Pay the toll.
Interesting.
Look.
Alright, let's go back up this way first.
This is worth more than that.
Yeah, we used to do Roman candles and friend of mine, I don't know where the hell he would go, but he would always bring me back just like a whole crap ton of bottle rockets. And oh my god, dude, I loved bottle rockets. Those things were awesome. Could
Roscoe,
never buy them
Jagoda.
here. They're
All
always
these collars
illegal
belong to
here.
pets.
But I loved bottle rockets. Those things are so awesome. I don't know where the hell he would go, but yeah, he would go somewhere and he'd bring me back like a shit ton of bottle rockets. It was a lot of fun. And man, we lit off like hundreds of those things.
Finding my way.
Shadow cursed Harper. Too dark, huh? I thought I had like see in the dark or something.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
She has daylight. What the hell happened to that? Okay. Or not.
You've made a grave mistake.
Hungry for the slaughter. On the way.
Wondering why light doesn't work. Locked. Let's move over this way then.
Heading there.
Wow. It is active. Alright. What else could I try? Oh! Turn on dead. That can see me. I don't know if any of them can right now. I need to get up here before I cast that. Okay. Let's see, what else? Oh, we can do this. Okay.
Let's finish this.
No time to waste.
It can only be cast outside of combat. Gah!
Where do I go from here? One day, I'll catch a break.
Oh, what the hell is that? Where did that thing come from? There's a lot more than I thought. Did I accidentally kill my little buddy? No. Okay, he's there. Woo!
Time to kill.
Nice.
Now is not the time.
Wow, is it really already after 8 o'clock?
Need to act
Damn.
fast.
Time goes fast, you know?
Have to keep going.
Oh, we could do turn undead. There we go. This one's got 4. Yeah, let's do that.
Two steps at a time.
Come on, can't stay idle. On my way.
There's blood in the air. On my way.
Can't afford to let up. Got to keep fighting. Got to move.
Sweet! We're looking at dumbbells. Oh, my chat froze. Hold on, I gotta catch up. Saw one of the reviewers had really pretty nails. Putrefied tumor. Ugh. Ugh. That reminds me, when I went to the bank, was it like a couple
Was that a
weeks
click
ago?
I heard? There's something about these plaques.
Ayo, S-off, get a shawl.
That might be worth a look.
She had some Nels at the bank. The lady at the bank had some Nels. And I don't know what you call it. The polish was all chipping off. I was gonna say something, but I didn't.
You feel a rush of outrage. This woman worshipped Shah to the end. So why does the Night Singer's curse not spare her?
I guess chipped, yeah. I was just kind of laughing because it was all like chewed up. I was gonna say something, but I didn't. I wasn't gonna be cruel. I was just gonna say something clever. Loss, pain, all rise. Adio Asaf off Gittif Shal. Ardell Mr. Winnythorn. Our Lady Mistress of Our Lady
I wonder what that did.
of Loss. Did something, I guess. The Mistress of Nat Thorm shall Oh, it opened it up. Rise. Of pain, loss, pain. Okay. And what is this place exactly? I'm gonna save it here. Just the polish. I was gonna say something clever, but I didn't.
The curse has no effect here. What is this place?
Curse has no effect here. But it was just kind of funny. I didn't say anything because she actually seemed embarrassed by her horrific looking nails.
Are you bold of heart and sharp of tongue? Can you turn any and all to the Dark Lady's cause? Confidence surges through you. You feel like there is nothing you can't do, no one you can't win over. The statue seems to agree and approve.
Okay. The statue approved.
Do you think yourself wise enough to be granted Shah's blessing?
No, we got that.
A warm swell rises through you. Acceptance. You are worthy.
I am worthy. No, it makes me want to watch Wayne's World. What does that do, though? Dark Lady's Grace. Wow. All right.
Do you accept Shah's test of your intellect?
Me? Oh, I don't know. Ouch. Oh, so close. All right, I gotta go. I need to go to the gym, Nix. I haven't gone to the gym in a long time. Need to do some rock climbing, play some golf.
Do you accept Shah's test of your intellect?
I wanted to buy a dirt bike. Oh, nice. You got it. That's hilarious.
You feel a small pulse of energy race up your spine and a strange sensation of acceptance.
You got the Shars trifecta. Oh, dude, it opened up a door. What is this place? Ritual Dagger of Shar? Okay. Why isn't Shadow doing this? I see
The
blood.
altar's purpose is unclear, but the dagger upon it looks valuable.
Let's see if anybody can actually understand what this is.
An altar to Shah. It appears to seek prey and a blood offering.
Yep.
Your blood.
Of course the vampire knows. What did that do?
Let's move.
Sweet, I got a new dagger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Holy hell. Are you serious? Bob, your advice is awful. Those guys are going to destroy me. What is the
So
dagger, anyways? Ritual dagger of Shar. It's not even that good. It's not even that good. Oh, what was it? 40-10 or something like that? It's not even that good. I gotta go wear cats out. It's already time. Loot the dagger. Those things are gonna destroy me. They're level 7. They have like 120 hit points each. Alright, we'll leave it here. This is before I did anything crazy. You gotta paint your nails. Yeah, I'll be back here later. That is interesting. I almost want to kill those guys, but man, that's going to be a tough fight.